In the 41st millennium, there exists a relentless menace known as the Tyranids, the great devourers. These extragalactic entities possess a singular, consuming purpose: to feast upon every strand of genetic and biological essence, a ravenous drive to evolve and multiply. They are a symphony of biological engineering, where every mechanism is alive, each cog and gear a living organism, intricately woven together into a gruesome mosaic. These abhorrent creations form the beating heart of the Hive fleet, their collective existence guided by the sinister puppeteer that is the Hive Mind. They have no social or ideological aim. Their only goal is survival. The Tyranids glide through star systems like an ominous swarm, leaving desolate planets in their wake akin to a plague of starved locusts. They are a cosmic engine fueled by the spoils of desolated worlds. From the shattered remains of conquered planets, they draw sustenance, catalyzing their own evolution and propelling their relentless march across the cosmos. While other species labor over millions of years to achieve incremental progress, the Tyranids achieve astonishing leaps in their evolution. And yet, the most terrifying realization is the fact that the Hive fleets encountered thus far are but the outermost tendrils, the outstretched fingers of the colossal invasion fleet that prowls the galactic void, a relentless and ominous force that inches ever closer, signaling impending doom. The mysterious origins of the Tyranids obscure the Imperium. They are wanderers, travelers of untold eons across the intergalactic void, their path veiled in the shadows of time. The galaxy from which they sprang forth remains unknown, and the very chronicles of their genocidal odyssey elude us, swallowed by the passage of thousands of years. Originally drawn to the Astronomicon, the luminous signal attracted the Tyranid Hive fleet toward the Milky Way galaxy. It was during the tumultuous Horus heresy that unfurled the grim overture of their arrival. It was there that amidst the turmoil, the alien communication conduit, the Pharos, pulsated and ruptured, calling forth these cosmic predators of devastation. According to Imperium records, the first encounter with the Tyranids race occurred in the 41st millennium, on the eastern fringes of the Empire. The Hive fleet, destined to be christened Behemoth, descended upon the unsuspecting planet Tyran, annihilating all forms of life. Following Tyran, the Behemoth engaged in the Battle of Macragge, above the homeworld of the Ultramarines. They came to face with a Swarm Lord, the Hive Mind's deadliest servant. Unlike the other mindless Tyranids, the Swarm Lord was autonomous and could influence and direct attacks with actual strategy. As time passed, more and more Hive fleets made contact. An Imperial research body determined that the Tyranid fleets encountered so far were just a prelude of the nightmare that was to come. They were a vanguard of initial reconnaissance units for a far greater whole. Within the Tyranid ranks, relentless body transformations take place. It's as if nature herself bows to their will, crafting grotesque wonders at an unnatural pace. Yet, amidst the whirl of mutations and abominations, certain traits remain common amongst all Tyranids. Their armor, a sinister collection of tough chitin, weaves an impenetrable barrier around them. Hexapedal in form, their anatomy echoes an alien geometry, an eerie symphony of twisted limbs. And within their blasphemous forms, nature scoffs at the concept of vulnerability, as multiple copies of the same organs writhe beneath their skin, making the act of killing these horrors a difficult task. Within the arsenal of the Hive fleets lies a gruesome reality. Each weapon that protrudes from their nightmarish ranks is a pulsating embodiment of their predatory essence. These living instruments of destruction are not forged in metal and fire, but rather grown from the reconstituted remains of past invasions. The echoes of conquered worlds, the remnants of vanquished foes, all meld and merge in a gruesome alchemy, birthing these harbingers of doom. There is no cold metal, no whir of gears. Here it is biotechnology that reigns supreme. Their weapons are extensions of themselves, a fusion that is grotesque and nightmarish. Amidst the Tyranid arsenal lies a deathly collection of organic weapons, each sculpted by the hand of evolution. Within their repertoire, claws, spines, and teeth stand as instruments of annihilation, honed to perfection, capable of slicing through even the most formidable armor as if it were parchment. In mere seconds, they rend their hapless foes asunder, painting bloody horrors on the battlefield. But it's not only the savage melee that defines their arsenal. Ranged biocannons, as vile as the creatures who bear them, hurl venomous projectiles with invasive intent. These insidious bio-bullets, once unleashed, burrow into the flesh of their victims, a symbiosis of predator and prey, a cruel intimacy that spells doom. In the other corner, biological evolution has given rise to spore mines. Like malevolent seeds, they are cast upon the battlefield. Upon detonation, they birth chaos, releasing a noxious concoction of acidic gas and shrapnel formed from chitin, an onslaught that annihilates with ruthless efficiency. And then there is the acidic poison, a malevolent rain that falls from the heavens, melting and dissolving all it touches. In seconds, it disintegrates even the most formidable armor, a relentless caress of corrosion that leaves no refuge for the poor souls who stand against the Tyranid tide. The battlefield bears witness to this macabre symphony, a disgusting crescendo of death and decay, where every note is a cry of despair. Beyond their deadly weaponry, the Tyranids possess other hosts of biological marvels, adaptations that highlight their standing as an apex predator. Some Tyranids are shrouded in camouflage skin, a chameleon's gift that allows them to merge seamlessly with their surroundings. These silent predators lie in wait, concealed by the very world around them, poised to unleash ambushes upon unwitting prey. Others among their ranks wield neural senses that defy the limits of the natural world. These gifted creatures possess the eerie ability to detect hidden enemies, to pierce the veil of deception woven by those who employ technology to hide their presence. For some Tyranid species, the skies are their domain, their appendages forged into instruments of aerial devastation. They take to the heavens, soaring into battle like dark heralds of doom, their descent a catastrophic tempest that crushes enemies beneath their talon-like embrace. And in the crucible of combat, their regenerative prowess knows no equal. Even the most grievous wounds that would spell death for lesser beings, heals quickly. It's a testament to their resilience, a ghastly testament to their monstrous nature that defies mortality itself. Hence, the Tyranid's inherent bioconstruct makeup renders them a formidable adversary, as their forces comprise specialized creatures tailored for every facet of warfare. These beings can swiftly transform, mutate, and regenerate, aligning themselves with the demands of a given battle. But in their grim and unrelenting march, there is a chilling truth. The Tyranids, unlike any other race in the cosmos, do not engage in negotiations. They are deaf to pleas, immune to mercy, and impervious to surrender. To confront the Tyranids is to wrestle with a primal instinct, survival itself. In this dance, there is but one inexorable truth: kill or be devoured, for mercy is a notion utterly alien to these cosmic predators. Tyranids possess a powerful ability known as the Hive Mind, a force that erases the concept of individuality, binding each unit to the collective consciousness of the swarm. Every member's sole purpose is to execute the hive's collective will, whether they be a commanding hive tyrant or a humble ripper swarm. This hive mind bestows upon them the ability to effortlessly exchange information, respond to challenges, and swiftly make far-reaching decisions. Additionally, they share a common psychic connection known as the Synapse. This synapse serves as a psychic conduit that binds all Tyranids to the hive mind, typically projected by a leader, such as a commanding hive tyrant. When separated from the synapse's influence, most Tyranids regress to a primal, feral state. This synapse not only enables seamless movement but also facilitates a unified coordination among the Tyranids, as though they were a single, greater organism. Their behavior is reminiscent of both conscious and subconscious muscle contractions in a vast, interconnected entity, rather than the actions of individual beings. The Tyranid swarm is endless and constantly evolving to adapt to the warfare they wage. As such, a bewildering array of species exists to ensure their victory. In the heart of this relentless horde, each creature is born with a specific purpose and assigned a role for the Hive fleet. A select few rise as commanders, towering over the lesser species, their presence a call to order. Reproducers forge the horde anew, birthing grotesque abominations into existence. Meanwhile, soldiers, their carapaces hardened for war, form the merciless vanguard, an unyielding tide of death. Finally, transporters, with sinewy limbs, ferry the swarm across the void of space and onto unknown worlds. All these Tyranids are produced by a pseudo-matriarch, the Norn queen, whose role is as vital as it is horrifying. She hides in the deepest recesses of the colony, a position of both strategic concealment and intense defense. There, her significance transcends mere reproduction. She is the unholy architect of the swarm's grotesque biology. From her monstrous womb, she engineers the nightmarish beings that constitute the Tyranid horde. Queens will communicate with each other, and through this mental network, they exchange information to conceive more effective and formidable and specialized life forms of war. These include the creation of bioships known as Narvhals that are vital for the Tyranids' intergalactic invasion. This is because the swarm does not have access to the traditional technology that allows for faster than light speed travel, nor do they utilize the warp. Instead, Narvhals utilize a special ability that manipulates gravity fields of a star system to achieve intergalactic travel. However, the immense gravitational disruption inflicts catastrophic consequences upon inhabited worlds. Planets ensnared within this phenomenon frequently endure a series of calamities such as earthquakes, solar eruptions, tidal surges, and other natural catastrophes during the interval between a Narvhal harnessing the system's gravity and the eventual arrival of the Tyranid fleet. This, from the perspective of the Tyranids, serves as yet another weapon in their arsenal, as the defenders find themselves preoccupied and thrown into disarray, grappling with the relentless onslaught of their own planet rising against them. While a planet is dealing with the aftermath of natural disasters, the real weaponized species of the Tyranid swarm would descend. Among the terrifying entities, none inspire greater dread than the Heirophant, a colossal behemoth that stands as a harbinger of war. In terms of sheer size and might, it ranks among the most imposing of bio-creatures within the swarm, rivaling even the colossal imperial titans in stature. Emblazoned with formidable armaments, the Heirophant boasts fearsome biocannons, each one a harrowing testament to its capacity for devastation. Its monstrous frame is adorned with multiple razor-sharp claws and chitin blades, each honed to perfection, poised to mercilessly cleave through any adversaries who dare to cross its path. Adding to the frightening visage of the Heirophant, sinister tendrils sprout from beneath its massive abdominal region. These appendages are designed to impale or ensnare any unfortunate life form that ventures too close. The true terror for the Imperium is the Tyranid species encountered thus far are ever-changing and evolving, adapting to the obstacles they face. The Tyranids remain an ever-present, ever-looming menace, a chilling embodiment of the unknown horrors that lurk in the far reaches of space. They are a constant reminder that in a galaxy plagued by war and despair, there are threats far beyond the imagination, and that this is only the beginning of the tides of annihilation. This concludes today's chapter from the archives. Please like and subscribe if you want more. Leave a comment on which chapter we should reveal from the archives next.